am live. You know what? I think I put my hi. Hi, Miss Anne. I think I'm gonna have to close one eye because I think I put the wrong contact in the wrong eye. Hi, Miss Anne. Can you hear me? I was just eating ice cream because I'm kind of lactose intolerant. And so if I eat ice cream, I'll have a good bowel movement. Because even though I haven't lost a single pound, I'm eating a lot of fruit. I am still struggling from. I better just remove this and put it on this side because that's the good working eye. Hi everybody. Okay, let me just let it sit the way it's supposed to. Wow. Okay, finally got a notification. I'm so glad. You can't hear me? Who else can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? You can? Okay. So the person who's not hearing me, please yeah, I think I put the wrong contact in the wrong eye. My right eye is giving me problems. Okay. Hey guys. So we're gonna talk to them. To that guy. I don't want to talk to him. I just don't. So I decided to do a live reading so that we could do it together. You know, the Nazi like guy, I just don't want to talk to him. I spent all day trying to get hold of Hispanics so that I could see how they are going to turn from who they are to activists, you know, and I could not, you guys, I could not do it. It's like they are just all so scared. They are just all so frightened, and they are just waiting for black people to save them. And it's not gonna happen. Okay, if I still can't see you, I'm gonna have to take the contacts out because it's just not working for me. Okay, I have to take the contacts out. Okay, because it's not working for me. Okay. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna wear my glasses and we're gonna get to work. Yes, please book your appointments. My ancestors are not allowing me to offer specials right now, except to the Hispanic community, because my ancestors are trying to find your asses. You are all just ducking and diving and hiding, and you are all just trembling, waiting for black people to do it for you. And the black people have been told not to do it. They have literally been told by God to step back and let you come into your own. But really, that's the energy that we are getting. We are getting the energy that Hispanics are literally just waiting for black people to protest on their behalf. They are just hoping that one black person will be unalived or something, and then black people will go out there and riot. And the black ancestors who are buried under the earth of America have been told have told their progeny to do nothing. Keep your arms closed. You can tell that is exactly what is going on. That is what we tried to read them. They are not ready. They are just not ready for what's going on and what's gonna come after. You know, they're just not ready. If they had been helping Black Lives Matter, as that man said, then they would have experience, right? They would absolutely have experience in fighting in equal right, you know, fighting for equal rights, but they have zero experience and they have no interest in getting any experience. They're just waiting for Black people to feel sorry for them and to step in line. And you're not allowed to protest, not this time. My lipstick was so nice and pink in the bathroom. Now look at it. You're not allowed. Hi, moves made. You're not allowed to protest. Your ancestors, they said no. You're not allowed. This is, they were hoping that with Black people also being sent back to Africa, you would fight for them. But the answer is still no. I remember doing a reading for this beautiful Hispanic girl. She's my student. And I kept telling her, I don't think you're going to get papers. And she would say, I'm going to get papers. And I would say, I don't think so. Unless if someone is using juju to make sure you get them, you are not getting them. And now I wanted to please her so much. I wanted to tell her what she wanted to hear. You know what I mean? I really wanted to tell her that, yes, you're going to get papers, but I kept seeing her being sent back to Mexico and being stuck in Mexico. I saw her fighting for papers, but she wasn't going to get any, not for 10 years. So I kept telling her that. And every time I read with her, it would say, yes, you're going to get papers. But every time I read without her, it would give me the same story. And then after Trump became president, hey, Jan, I said, oh my God, that shit makes sense. I was seeing what I was seeing. Okay, so now I was seeing what we were seeing, so it's so odd. It's not really, it's like, when you have metaphysical power, you can sort of force a situation and hope that that forcing will take you where you need to go. Do you guys know that I gained 70 pounds? I'm not losing that, bitch. I'm not losing those 70 pounds. I hope I will start losing at some point. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you all since I share everything. Yeah, so I really think my ancestors got here at Plymouth Rock during the Black Lives Matter protest. I got a local sheriff fired outside of police officers' union protection for being a racist dick. I'm white as sin here to. That is really nice, Dr. Emery. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. I was thinking I look ugly. But anyway, I want to talk to this Hispanic president of the United States that the white Americans are not seeing coming. And we've been seeing him for a while. Now that's the group that is going to usher him into power is now sitting in the White House and they are refusing to ever. Oh, thank you, Miss Fowler. And they are refusing to ever let him go. Let the White House go. Thank you, Claus. We're gonna try to talk to him. I just didn't want to talk to him by myself. So I decided to call in the tribe. We are having an indaba. Okay? This is an indaba where the whole tribe sits down to emergency news. Okay. You were waiting for a live, so you didn't have to study Ruby. I'm bad for you. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. House, because I'm gonna be really tired because I'm gonna channel him more than I am going to throw shells. Okay, but I have the shells here. Let me clear them because I was doing readings all day. Okay, so I don't like him. You know, he leaves a bad taste in my mouth. This guy. Okay. I genuinely don't like him. And I'm struggling very hard to like him. So my energy is repulsed. So my energy keeps going, ugh, ugh. Okay, first, housekeeping. I am going to record all the spells that I wrote and I am going to sell them on my Patreon because, guys, I'm only one person and I can't have too many revenues going at once and I can't advertise so many revenues. But for those who would just like the hard copy as a whole, I would, like the papers, but really, I think going with the videos is better because they are, I don't know, it's just more personal. Get my walking stick. Thank you. Thank you for that. Where is my goddamn walking stick? Oh, shit. This is weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you. Okay. So starting from right now, I have spells. Yes, thank you. Right now, I have spells on Patreon going for $5, $10. All the spells about cleansing your ancestors so that they are strong in this moment of ours where we need their energy. They are all on sale between $5 to $15. Okay? So please help me with my rent, bitches. Help me feel like I'm doing something worthy. I shall put on makeup next week and then I shall break down all the spells. Then I will create a list, I will create a list of what the spells are. So tomorrow I shall be doing just that. So Patreon is Isobel Mitton. So tomorrow I shall be preparing and then I shall release them all in March. I truly believe in turning you all into self-sufficient metaphysical practitioners. Okay, I need you to take care of yourselves because those are the things you will pass on to your kids and to your daughter and your granddaughter and your granddaughter. So in the month of March, I shall do as many releases as I can. The spells will be between $5 to $15. But right now, I have the cleansing of the ancestors on sale on Patreon. Because bitches, I got that message today. My ancestors literally said they need to cleanse their ancestors. And so you all fucking need to cleanse your ancestors. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you're white or black or green. You all fucking need to cleanse your ancestors because that's the message I got today from my ancestors after they got from the heavenly energies. And you know what March is? March is Day of Light. March 10, Harriet Tubman's birthday, Day of Light. How much are the spells? Between $5 to $15 on Patreon. Okay, between 5 to 15. And how did I charge them? On a whim. I have some ancestors because all these spells are done by different ancestors. Some ancestors are a little pricey than others. Okay, so there are some ancestors who say just $5. There were some ancestors who said 99 cents, but Patreon will not allow me to put 99 cents because they take their share and somebody else takes their share and so on and so on. So there were some my ancestors who just say 99 cents, but I have to work with the system. Okay, so shall we begin? Oh, that's why, yeah, Patreon does not allow you to, yeah, pretty much. But my ancestors were going for 99 cents a spell. They were going for that, but Patreon does not allow it. Okay. Do readings. Are we done? Am I done? I was told by my ancestors that I have to keep crying it out. I have to keep crying it out. I have to keep talking about it, and I have to keep sharing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some ancestors are like, nope, nope. And some ancestors are like 99 cents, you know. So the 99 cents one, the 99 cents ancestors, we had to make it $5 because Patreon won't allow you to go that low. Okay. One of the things I really want, like I said, is to turn you all into metaphysical scientists. So please go to Patreon and support your sister, make her feel worthy. Having done that, ding, 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 shall we begin? This is gonna be really weird because he is right behind me. So I pay for it and you do it? No, ma'am. If I have to do your spells for you, and I do have people who actually pay me to do their spells for them, I charge like $200 and above, depending on the spell you want done. I charge $200 and above because, ma'am, after doing your spell, I have to cleanse myself and I have to do all sorts of fuckery that does not make me happy. Honestly. But if you want to pay me to do them for you, I'm over $200. Okay? I'm over $200. My ancestors have already imbued the spells. All they need to do is connect with your ancestors. You are closer to your ancestors than we are. We have to call on your ancestors, then we have to ask them for permission, then we have to do all that stuff. That's why you're paying $200 for that connection between me and my ancestors and you and your ancestors. But if you take the spell already, okay? If you take the spell and it's in your hands, your ancestors instantly connect with your ass and they get to work with your ass. They see us as who we are, the tutors, the leaders, the priestesses, and they say, okay, fine, go, right? So me connecting with your ancestors, $200 on top of whatever it is that you have paid. Some, it takes a while, so I will go 500. Then I have to disconnect. See what I'm saying? Like we have to go through a lot of shit that I don't want to. Okay. After I connect, right? I then have to disconnect. That's another 3 days. Better for you to just buy the spell for $5 or for $10 or for $15 and do it. But I will take $200. Trains are very expensive, guys. I have a desire to catch a train. A bitch can't even afford that. Planes are cheaper than trains. Yeah, that's a lot of energy. That's why, I'd rather give you my knowledge and give you my ancestral empowered spells. You use them. And, we easily connect that way. We easily connect that way rather than me having to ask your ancestors, can you please? That's 3 days. And then after that, okay, another fucking 3 days while I still have your ancestors walking about as if they are my ancestors, fucking me over. Yeah, fucking me over and refusing to go back to their side. No. But I will do it as long as you pay me to do it. I need the money. I will do it. I will do it. Okay. It's not because planes are falling out of the sky. Yes, I know one crashed today. That's not the reason. You know what happens when a technology is obsolete? When a technology becomes obsolete, planes start falling off out of the sky. This has happened before with the air balloons. They used to have air balloons in the 1940s, and then they started burning and blowing up. Then they created these planes. This is old, redundant technology that the white man has forced us to use beyond its time. A lot of planes are going to fall out of the sky. A lot of planes are going to fall out of the sky. Okay. Yeah. This white man, he has been making us backwards. He has been holding us down with backwardness. Okay. The man we are trying to get is right behind me. I do not like him. But this is the future leader of the United States. I would say right now, he is between 28 and 35. Okay. Like I said, I don't like him. He's dark as hell. He says, "Why do you call me dark?" Then I'm saying to him, "Because my energy is repulsed by yours." He said, "We could be the same, but think and work differently." We could be. I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. He says his name is Joaquin. Okay. So he says, "That's what my loved ones call me. But I had to be white. I had to fit in. I had to disown my mother and fit in with whiteness, as if whiteness is the greatest thing on earth. It's not. It's not the greatest thing on earth. It's garbage. It's filth. What is okay? So I can tell you guys at once that this guy, he is very bitter about having been made an assimilant. Okay. Who made you an assimilant to whiteness? He said, "My father." I could never be good enough for him if I was just who I was. Half Mexican. I couldn't. I couldn't be good enough for him just by being my mother's son. I had to show him the similarities between him and I. So I mimicked him and I became him in his eyes. So I became his favorite son. And as his favorite son, he gave me the mantle. He passed it on to me. What was the mantle? Head of his organization. What was his organization? You know what it was. You know what it is. So you are telling me I'm going to take from clothes by fitting the QQ. Yes, it was the pain of fitting in, the pain of whiteness. It says, you are never white enough for them. You are never pink enough for them. You are never one of them. So I'm asking him, on your mother's side, was it not the same? And he said, it was, but differently. It was not earth shattering, earth gripping, soul searching evil. I'm only giving them what they gave me. I'm only doing what they taught me. Only they thought I would be doing it to my own and not to them. Why did they choose you, though? Why did they choose you to run for the presidency? Because I was convenient. They could sell the story that they were not racist. They could sell the story that everything they had done up to that point made economic sense when it didn't. And I was there. Somebody asked where he lives, and I'm not gonna lie, I literally heard Washington State. Let me drink some water. He says his father hid him. He says his father hid him. He was his father's secret for a long time. And how did you know? How did you come out into the open? He said, I was a little boy when it happened. He divorced his wife. See, this is what I'm thinking, African Jamaican girl. But then I'm thinking that I don't want, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to listen to him. He's in the shadows. We're going to listen to him. Hi, cutie. And then we're going to see if the shoe fits, if that makes sense. He doesn't like his father. Not at all. His father has blonde hair. Okay. He has blonde hair. Lots of private planes and helicopters. Hi, Victoria. I owe you another $30. I'll be sending it soon. Helicopters. It's a really, really upper class lifestyle. His father is like, was like a governor. Okay. He was like a guy with humongous political power. In his own, you can sense his bitterness, right? I sensed it yesterday. He says his mother was beautiful, that she was a model. So that takes out Arnold's son. Unless, of course, if his mother was a model before she became a maid. He said, stop it and shut up. Sir, no one tells me to shut up. And no one tells me to stop it. You yourself said your mother was a model. You said she was beautiful. Okay. You said she was from Colombia. That's what he said. Right. So I am saying, sir, that, well, that can't be Arnold. Right. can't we ask him his dad's name? He said, no, bitch, I already tried. He said, no, it's not time yet. He said, you've gone further into the future than you should have. I don't think so. I don't think Sofia Vergara is his mother. I don't think so. Then his mother isn't Mexican. He's saying she's from Colombia. He says, but then again, aren't we all the same? Aren't we all Mexicans to all of you? So anyway, he's showing me a vision. He's showing me a vision of a very skinny woman with very dark hair and very brown eyes. She's very tall, and she is, well, tall for, she is very skinny. She's very tall. She looks very soft. The good life. The good life, like, the good life. Like a South American girl who had a very good life, who lived very well. He says, that's my mother. And he says it with such pride, right? The soft life. Yes, the soft life. And her father knew her baby daddy. So there were the corridors, the corridors of success. We are looking at like a governor's daughter or a president's daughter, you know what I'm saying, who meets an American politician through her dad, and he provides for her or does something for her to come to America. And then when she comes to America, he diddles her and gives her a baby, then tells her a story that he can't leave his wife because he's already, this whole story. And then they ditch them in Washington State. Okay. Now, I will say it because it's coming through. Okay. I will say it. He is vying for the position with the one we already saw, Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. So it's like he is trying, this energy is trying to push Arnie's son out of the way so that he can. It's like God placed two men in one destiny. And he said, on your mark, get set, go. Yes, Fafalis, he comes from long money on both sides. This one will be chosen because he's more mean, more heartless, and that's what they want, Gogo. That's why he stepped up. I think he feels kind of heavy. I would rather, he is heavy. He is ruthless. He doesn't give a fuck. He cuts. He cuts. Which one is the lesser of the two evils? Schwarzenegger is the lesser of the two evils. This one, he cuts. I don't like him either. So it's like God has put, like, my plan will work. I will have two princes. And so his dad is some big guy in US politics. He is like a senator. He is like, he's a big guy. He is a big guy. So how is he going to bring you out into the world? He said he already has. He says he's not here to play. Okay, somebody ask this motherfucker some questions. Yes, he's been in plain sight already. Yeah, yeah. And somebody asked him. I can't stand him. I knew I would feel this way. That's why I didn't want to read him. Okay. I can't stand him. Somebody ask him some questions. What is your agenda? He laughs. It's a bitter laugh. He says to end white supremacy, but to put my people in its place. We will no longer be known for Goya beans. He says, shut up. Yeah, I told you already. You don't tell me to shut up. Fuck it. Okay. He says, he says you want to already be known for Goya beans. Okay. Do you hate black people? He says, I don't care for black people. They are not in my agenda one way or the other. They lack power. So why would I go after them? They don't have power. They don't have enough money for me to raise my head and to care. I care about the ones with all the money, the Jews, the white people. Those are the ones, the Arabs. Those are the ones I am going to go after. I am going to strip them of everything, everything they have ever possessed. And I'm going to give it to my people because this is our land. We are natives to this land. I don't care for black people. They can do whatever they want, however they want. I don't care. Now, it's only fair for me to say, whether it's Arnold's son or this guy, they tend to think the same over that situation. Young men, why do you want others above black Americans? We are not beneath you. He says, you are not. Let me state an economic fact with numbers. If you were the ones with most of the money and you were the ones with all the power, I would come after you. But population-wise, financially, you just not that many. I can't fight too many wars. I have to have an enemy and I have to concentrate on that enemy. You are not my enemy. Black people have never done anything to me or my mother that would make you my enemy. You are not my enemy. So I know that you will not turn against me and support white people. I know you will not do that. So I'm good. Are you good? He's making me thirsty. Okay. He is very aggressive. He's very good looking though. He's very good looking, guys. This is a beautiful man. He's very good looking. They say they are good. He says good. Ask him other questions. Okay. I didn't, you know what? I'm not a beard person. I didn't check, but when he steps out in front of us, he will be clean shaven. But he's good looking. I mean, there's no other way. Not me drinking some. Yeah, I did. It's like he's coming from Hell's Gate or something. Oh, thank God I have another one. He is making me hot and thirsty, as if he was released from the gates of hell. Thank God I have another bottle of water. Any more questions? How will he get to the White House? He says through the Republican Party. He shall work his way up the Republican Party. He has some detractors. Okay. I just read, is he in the closet? And he laughs and he says, no, that's the other guy. He means that's Arnold's son. He says, that's the other guy. I'm straight. He will work his way up. He says that's why he is in a small state. Excuse me. That's why he is in a small state. He will work his way up the political ladder. He says the same roads that Barack Obama took, but with the Democratic Party, that is the roads that has been mapped out for me, but with the Republican Party. He's not Satan, you guys. I'm just saying he comes from a place of heat. Like, he's making me drink a lot of water because I'm just feeling thirsty. His soul comes from a place of heat. Okay? Tell him to get therapy. He laughs. He is a chain smoker. He doesn't drink. He doesn't drink, but he is a chain smoker. He smokes a lot. Guys, this guy is handsome. This guy is Barack Obama handsome. Okay. He smokes a lot. How does he feel about the mass deportation of Hispanics? He said, we knew it was gonna come. I need them to be deported so that they can feel the anger. I want them to be angry because they are like rabbits, cowards, lifeless filth that can't stand up for itself or fight for itself. I have the greatest contempt for them. So, can you tell me what the new America will be like? No, he doesn't do drugs. He smokes a lot. He drinks socially when he has to. He says to please my father. He smokes. He's always thinking. You know, always. He's a Catholic. What religion does he belong to? He's a Catholic. He's always thinking. He's really good. I can't stress it enough, you guys. I can't stress it enough. This man is beautiful physically. You're gonna like him. You're gonna like him when he steps forward. He is beautiful. Okay. So he says the same road Barack used is the one he will use. It's all been mapped out. Oh, no, I don't have a crush. I'm just stating what it is. He So okay, I'm trying to ask him. He says most of the changes to America will happen before his time. He says they are going to take power away from Black people and from Hispanics. They are going to completely dismantle all the race laws that brought equality. They are going to have federal workers working on contracts, 6 months contracts, 7 months contracts, instead of being employed full time. That way, they can steal as much money as they want from the coffers. He says, you saw Trump running yesterday. I said, yes. He said he was running away with some of that money. So they will reduce federal. Yes, he does favor Navy suits. You're right. He does. He likes them. So they will reduce the number of federal employees. So in the name of efficiency, but they will be removing them so that their deals and the stuff that they do will go unnoticed. He said the power of Black people will be greatly reduced. He said that. The power of anybody who isn't them will be greatly reduced. Will they destroy the upper class Blacks? He says yes. They are going to find it difficult to do business. They are going to find it difficult to make more money. He says, by the time I come, the ground, but we knew that. Remember, I said Trump is there to lay down the foundation. Then the next guy after Trump is there to, now formally make way to bring this guy. Now, who knew Barack Obama existed until a couple of years before he became president? Who knew? That is pretty much the game plan. What will happen, Mama? So he says, people will be poorer. The racism will get worse. He says white people expected to benefit from the falling of the laws of equality, but it's actually the other way around. He says Trump is taking the money that was given to welfare people, welfare recipients. He is taking it not to put it in the system, but in his pocket. By the time he became president, his pockets were empty. He was living on large loans from his son-in-law. So his son-in-law, the Jewish guy, was loaning him money. So now Trump is taking that money and giving it to his son-in-law. Remember yesterday on the poster where I said he said he's doing it with his son-in-law and he's taking it to his son-in-law, right? There we go. He says, and what is the other guy getting? Remember, I was saying that I'm just seeing him run, holding something in his hand, and he was saying, it's land, it's land, it's land. Okay, so what about He says the African, yes, the African who is not the African, we deny him. He says he is getting money too. He is charging the government for stripping its employees so that they can rob more. He is getting money for that too. He is making millions, absolute millions a day. Then he said to me, "You don't like him." And I'm like, "No, I don't like him." He says he is making money too. Will he allow reparations? He says, by the time I get there, you would have received your reparations. Your reparations are going to come in order to shut you up. Yeah, we just want those reparations. Thank you. He says to shut you up, to chase you away. So jobs, what happens? What happens with HBCUs? He says they are going to go back to the pre-days when they were not getting any federal funding. It's going to be up to African Americans, but then African Americans are going to see choices they had not seen before, which is what we are hoping. We are hoping that they will self repatriate back to Ghana in the deal that the last US president worked out for them with Ghana. We are hoping they will repatriate back to Africa, which is something that should have been done towards the end of slavery. So we are hoping when we give them that reparations money, that they will understand that they will feel freer elsewhere and they will go. Yeah, we kind of saw that. Will Black Americans be more successful under the new? He says no. Says no. Will he give some land back to Mexico? He says no. He will actually go a step further, you guys. He will want to merge with Mexico. He will want to merge and become one country. The way that Trump is trying to merge with Canada, he will try to merge with Mexico. Why? Labor. And there is power in numbers. Will his presidency last longer than 4 years? I'm just going to say what he says. 12 years. How will you leave the presidency? Gunshot wound. He says, "Shut up. Why are you laughing? I'm laughing at you." Who else? Who else can I be laughing at? I'm laughing at you. Yeah. He says I'm an egghead, not an airhead, an egghead. Okay. Okay. I can live with that. He's quiet. He has a temper. He's he gets very angry. Very, oh, thank you, QQ. Any more questions? Come on, guys, throw questions. I'm already tired of him. He has been drinking water like a crazy woman. I shall be bloated with too much water tomorrow. Okay. Questions? Yeah, due to his bitterness. Yeah. Oh my God. Or would it work? Would merging Mexico and America work? He said, yes, that will work. Unlike merging with Canada, that will work. The best scenario is that a lot of white people move from America to Canada. We saw that. Does he have a family? He says, not yet. But by the time, he said, I am just like Barack. By the time I get to the presidency, I will have a wife and kids. Right now, they are deciding whether I should marry a white woman or a Hispanic woman. What would be your preference? Hispanic. Why is he taking his anger out on people? He says, I'm not. I'm just doing what I was taught to do. I am just doing it to the people who taught me how to do it. Do the Republicans regret their decision having this guy do a second term? He said, why would we, when we placed him there, when we paid for him to be president, we paid for him to be president so that he could pave the way for me. Then he said, and I will say it, how Hitler, which is Hail Hitler, Heil Hitler, he just said that. So you believe in Hitler. He says, I believe in Hitler, and I believe in his theory of race purity. Only the race is not white or black. He said, no. The race is mine, my people. The race I have decided, my mothers. Yeah, he believes. He says, have you read Mein Kampf? You know Mein Kampf? That's a book that Hitler wrote. I haven't read it, dude. He says it's very eloquent. It's very eloquent and true of nature. So I shall enact that which he failed. So where Hitler failed, he will succeed. What makes you think so? He says, my people are more loyal. He says Hispanics are more loyal. And we don't even have to fire a shot. So Hispanics are more loyal and he doesn't even have to fire a shot. Okay? He doesn't have to fire a shot. He says that was the plan, that no shots will be fired. Can I just ask you a question? Was your mother, her father, a member of this Heil Hitler? He says, yes. I knew it. I knew it. So you have a history of Nazism on both sides. He says that's how my father and my grandfather became to know one another, and that's how they came to be friends. I knew it. I knew it. Mm. What are the physical traits that distinguish him? Girl, I'm just seeing the beauty energy, but he's in darkness. You know, he is standing just like that image I gave you guys. You know, he's in darkness, but he's standing just like that image I gave you guys. He is He has beauty energy. It's like fire. He is very, very beautiful, but he burns. In other words, it's the kind of beauty, the beauty of a snake. Snakes are very beautiful. Yeah. Yes, they will he kill off groups of people? He says if he must. He's very cold. So when can we expect you? That's all I want to know. Between 4 days, 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 years. Because I'm not good with time. He will pop onto the political scene. Okay? 444. He will pop onto the political scene. Will you have an English last name or a Hispanic last name? English last name. He said anglicized German name. Okay. Anglicized German name. No, snakes really, when you see them from far, far away, if you can see them, they are really beautiful when the sun is shining on them, but they're deadly as hell. Okay. An anglicized German name, like, don't quote me on this, like Mueller or Miller. It's like Armstrong. Yeah. Is he white looking? I would say yes. I would say yes. Yeah. Does he speak Spanish? Is Querida Spanish? Because he just replied Querida, Carida, Querida, Carida, Qurida, Carida or Querida. And he laughed. He's very charming when he wants to be. Yes, is that Spanish? Okay. When he wants to be. Okay, so he speaks it. What good will come of him being president? He says he has nothing for you unless if you are Hispanic. And then again, there are many Hispanics who won't like him because they are weak and sassy. And I'm just going to say it the way he is. He's showing me a picture. Okay. He doesn't think Hispanics are very clever. Let me just be nice. Okay. He thinks there is, I always say to Africans, when the evolution train rolled by, you missed it. That is my greatest diss to a fellow African. I say, the evolution train was like, get on, get on. And your ancestors didn't get on. Okay. So you remained unevolved when all of us were being evolved, right? That's pretty much how he sees Hispanics. He's very contemptuous. He has no love for them either. To him, they are just a tool. He can wield, he can bend and break and use to get what he wants. Ask him, do he feel vindicated hurting people and taking everything? He says, I'm not the one who's going to do that. It will already be done before I come. I will promise you that you will get back what you lost. That's the game plan. The game plan is that people will be stripped of everything. Then he will come onto the stage. He says, like Barack, he lied to you. He lied to you and you all drank it. And he was actually the most cruel of presidents to his own race, but you did not see it. I will promise you that everything that was taken by Trump and the other guy will be given back to you. And you will fall for it. And you will vote for me. But I'm not the one who's going to take it away from you. I will just make sure you never get it back. Do you think he's light with what he is saying, J. King? Where is the light in what he is saying? How about just being fair to all across the board? He was rude. I will not say it, but he said, if you show me fairness in the world, I will learn something. Why do you hate your father's blood? Because he saw me as less than. If his other son hadn't become a junkie, you would have forgotten about me. But his precious son became a junkie and he remembered me. He never loved my mother because if he loved her, he would have left his wife a long time ago. You know, I'm getting the weirdest feeling. Okay, let me just say this. I'm getting the weirdest feeling that this senator guy actually married this guy's mother. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm getting the feeling that it's one of those stories that's going to be doctored. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the feeling that this senator guy, once his first wife did not give him what he wanted, then he had this side chick who had a baby. He divorced the first wife and married the mother. But there is bitterness because the way it was done was hush hush. I feel so stupid right now. I feel like, but always when you're doing psychic readings and you're channeling, you doubt yourself, right? I'm doubting myself. Okay. I'm doubting myself. And one of my students actually said that. But it's like he felt that his mother should have been married the moment she told him she was pregnant, right? He should have just like married her at once. But he took years. And something had to go wrong with his child or son. And then he went to this. Also, I think it's only fair to mention that the mother seems to be surrounded by Black women. You know what I'm saying? They seem to be her friends. Like, I don't know how, I think, like, that's why he has no bitterness or hatred towards Black people, because those are the only people who befriended his mother and kept her company. So he is kind of respectful for that. He is respectful to Black people for that. Like, the way he is his son's mother, he loves his mother. And at some point, she went through a lot and is probably still going through a lot, right? And she has these Black female friends, right, who hold her down. And I swear to God, that's what I'm seeing. She spends all her time with these Black women. And he has this respect for Black women. Yeah, he agrees. He says yes from childhood. Thank you. Uh-huh. I saw it. Yeah. It's like she broke the rules by being a mistress who had a child out of wedlock, so she was shunned. And the only people who did not shun her were black women, right? So, like, do you notice something, you guys? All the world's astonishing crazy leaders had these weird relationships with their mothers. Like, they wanted to put their mothers on pedestals, so then they took the reins of power in order to make the world bow down to their mothers. I mean, you see it in almost everyone, even Hitler himself. This is the sort of shit that's going on here. Yeah. Ned says sounds like, yeah, that's why I asked him, before your mother became a housekeeper. It sounds like that, but God has put two. Was she a model? I asked. I did ask. So it's like they're, I don't know. Yes, he wants to get his revenge. Yeah, guys, I'm really tired. He's really exhausting me. Yeah, Barack's mother was treated the same. She was used by many until. Yes, exactly. They have mothers who have histories. Even our prime minister, our very prime minister in Canada, Trudeau, his mother has a history, and he was extremely close to his mother. He is extremely close to his mother. They're tights like this, but she was a groupie. She was known for being a group. You know what I'm saying? And now she is, or hopefully she's still alive. She's the prime minister's mother, and she has all the respect. This is the same thing right here. This is the same thing. This is the same guy. So I was just trying to get what America will be like, because, I just couldn't do it myself. But let us just get his vision of America. He says under Trump, besides the firings and everything, some people will get by. America's poverty will really hit them 4 years from now. Gogo Sensi has respect. Yeah. Do you have respect for black women? He says, yes, I do. They are strong. They go against the grain to show their compassion, no matter what the world thinks. They show love. They show compassion. They say you are more than what they are saying you are. And I am going to get to know you. If only my people were like them, what I'm about to do would be so easy. He says, I like them, even as lovers. I was really trying to see who he was attracted to, and that question has just hit. He's attracted to black women. He's attracted to black women. Okay. Yes. Okay. Is how, why do you respect black women? He starts to cry. He says they didn't close their doors on my mother. They were there for my mother. Without her friends, my mother would have committed suicide. Not only were they there for my mother, they were there for me too. I remember coming home. He was like 9, and his mother was in the bathroom. He thinks she tried to commit suicide, and her black friends were at home, and one of them took her out for ice cream and said, "Your mom is just having a bad day. She lost a baby. She lost her pregnancy. She's just having a bad day. She lost her baby, so be nice to her." How was Barak the most cruel? It says, what did Barak do for you? What did he do specifically for black people? So, young man, why hurt us since we helped your mother? He said he's not trying to hurt us. He said, I am not trying. I am telling you what's going to happen before I come. I am not trying to hurt you. I am only telling you what they are going to do before I come. In other words, before he becomes president. Does he view black men as a threat? He says, no, I don't. They don't have enough money and they don't have power. How was Barak the most cruel? He said, he could have taken steps to make black lives better. He could have created laws where killing a black person would get more, like life sentences, murder. He could have overturned the criminal justice system, because right now it's skewed to putting more black men in prison. He had it within his power. He could have signed executive orders, but he let the criminal justice system remain skewed in the direction of incarcerating the black male. He says, I should be asking you, his fans, what did he do for you? Okay. He says, by the stroke of a pen, he could have done so much. He could have channeled more federal money to the incomes, to the neighborhoods, to the towns where there were more black people. By just the stroke of a pen, he could have done that. What did he do for you? I will not go to my grave and be asked that question. What did you do for your people? And blink and say, nothing, but I became the president of America and everybody loved me because I was so handsome. Oh my God. Oh God. I must confess that never crossed my mind. Everything that he is saying never crossed my mind. Okay, did it cross any of your minds, people? It's never crossed my mind. Never crossed my mind. It crossed your minds many, many times. Oh, you are more superior than me. I am flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted. Sorry, I am late. Who are you reading? We were reading the new the incoming Nazi-like president of the United States, whom Trump is making way for. I didn't want to read him by myself because he's so heavy. He's so heavy for me, and I don't like him, but he has a good sense of humor. He literally was making faces, and I ended up making faces. Go, go, this young man is frisky and loves a nice shaped booty. He says, yes. When I was 11 years old, I knew that I liked black women. He was sitting across one of his mother's friends and they were eating. And he looked at her and he said, "Yep, when I grow up, I'm going to marry a black woman." He says, "But unfortunately, that is something my father has taken away from me." What will the world look like for whites, Arabs, and Asians? He says Asians are going to go back where they came from. They are not his problem. There are some who will stay, but a lot will leave even before he comes. Basically, he is saying in these 8 years, Republicans are going to be holding the House, and a lot of Asians will leave, right? He says, at least that's the plan on the board. He says at least that's the plan on the board, right? That they will make sure that a lot of Asians have left. He says it's going to take a long time for white people to realize that they no longer have the superiority they were enjoying. Yeah, we kind of saw that. He said it'll take a long time. It will finally dawn on them in the next generation that, oh my goodness, they are not upheld. He says, because he keeps going back to this, Trump is running away with their welfare money for his children. He keeps saying that. He said Barack could have done the same thing. He could have channeled welfare money, more welfare money to the black community. But in this instance, Trump is just taking the checks and cashing them. Okay, guys, I'm really tired. It's been 1 hour talking to this man. He's got to go. He says, but I like you. Yeah, push on. Push on. That's okay. Yeah, push on. I'm done. He's still there, but I'm not going to talk to him anymore because my head is beginning to hurt. I knew that he would be heavy. Of course. Push on. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, you love my hair. Thank you so much, mommy. It hurts. I'm trying a new foundation. I'm trying. One of my trans friends told me to mix my foundation with something else. And I think I hit the jackpot, you guys. This is actually my complexion. So he knew he likes my booty. No, I cannot take that. Thank you, Stark. Looks good. Oh, shoot. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Now I'm tired, but I'm glad I did my job. I'm glad I came out here and I talked. Grandma Chopin was like, "You're becoming lazy. Every Monday you should be doing lives. Why aren't you doing a live?" I love you too, mommy. So again, your ancestors are asking me to tell you again, please don't join any protests. No matter how angry you get, okay? Now is the time to sit it out. Thank you so much about my wig. Thank you. Okay, I will keep reminding you as we push forward, because some of you all are gonna forget, because I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. See, I'm all the other day I was there on Instagram saying, I'm confused. I don't understand. And my ancestor said, and did we tell you to not fight? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know? So, so yeah. So I will keep thank you, Mama. I will keep reminding you. And frankly speaking, I'm okay with us sitting it out. Every time something happens to a Black person in America that's racially motivated, I get traumatized. I get traumatized. I really do. I do. So please save me trauma. I have too much trauma. Okay, sit your heinies down. Let's drink our tea and let's channel people like we are doing right now. Do your spells and your rituals, because this is the moment. This is why I put up the poster on Instagram, which is Go Go Easy. I put it up because I was feeling your ancestors today. I was really feeling them. They were all sitting on me today. Okay. And they are the ones who told me that payback is always gonna happen. No matter what, there will always be payback for the treatment of others, like that spiritual payback. So right now, in the moment of spiritual payback, I suggest you do your rituals, because that anger there, that anger that the ancestors, the Black ancestors of America are sitting in right now, you will find yourself being punched for no reason. No, I'm serious. You will find yourself being punched for no reason. Because remember, you are of mixed blood as well. The slavers are in you as well. That anger right there, that anger. So please do your rituals. Do your rituals. They are on my Patreon. I'm not just saying that because I need my rent. And I do need my rent, bitches. I'm not gonna lie. I'm off on TikTok showing off about how much money I have, but that's because I'm translating the Canadian dollar to African money. Okay. I do need my rent, yes. But also, your ancestors were sitting on me today. That's why I released all the ancestral spells I've done before on Patreon for the blue tier. I released them to you guys at $5 each and $10 each, because your ancestors reminded me of the importance of you doing ancestral work right now. I will concentrate on ancestral work for a few more days. Yeah, I will concentrate on it for a few more days, because you need to be doing it. Okay, guys, you need to be, because they are in their moment of justice and it's gonna take years. And the only thing I know that works years and years and years onwards are rituals and spells. Okay. On that note, I have stressed myself enough. You've been looking for spells to clean your ancestors. Well, there are spells for cleaning your ancestors, cleaning the bond between you and your ancestors. I'm going to do a lot of ancestral work because African American ancestors reminded me today, the whole day. Now is the time to lean on our ancestors. Now is the time to bring them really close. And I'll keep reminding you. I'm doing my job. See? See? One of your ancestors said, "You're so pretty." Thank you. Of course, you would say I'm so pretty because I'm sending out the message. The underground gang, the underground gang. The underground gang will say anything for me to say their message. Okay. I love you lots and thank you so much for walking with me. On Patreon this week, you got candies. That's all you're getting this week because I did the other reading here and I can't do the Hispanics because they are just whimpering and whatever. So I want to thank you so much for your support and your love. I get all my money from just one outlet, Patreon, and also my readings that I do. I'm a working sangoma. I don't get anything else on social media that I haven't put in hard work for. And you make it possible for me to be a working sangoma. Somebody bought me exercise equipment and I was using it yesterday. I said I forgot to thank them. So before you all go, I am going to do a thank you to all of you for everything that you give me, all that you do, and all that. So hold on. Okay. Woo! 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 May my gratitude lighten the load of your lives. May your ancestors see how good and kind and gracious you are. And may the Lord of the Bantu, the God of the Bantu, he who is air, he who is the breath, may he reward you for walking with me. May he reward you by giving you a smoother road to walk, keep you safe from the Nazis, keep your job safe from the Nazis. May you just go through what others find hard to go through. May you just slide on through. Slide on through. Woo! Kisses. Bye, guys. Bye. You deserve to be honored all the time, Mama. Bye. What? Cancel? Oh.